Right.
You can't happen.
Well, good evening, my viewers, subscribers. Welcome back. Yes, to another live stream. Yes, my viewers, I think I'm a few minutes behind time this evening, but I don't really like to stay behind anything, but apart from a female. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. So welcome and thank you. Yes, for joining me on another evening stream, live stream. Yes, indeed, my viewers. Thank you. As I said before, thank you so much for joining us on another show. It is your show, it's a show that I want my viewers and subscribers to feel comfortable to be a part of. Yes, even this is the time of storm, but when it calm, I'll be the same. Yes, so as I will be with you in the storm, I shall be with you by God's grace in the calm. Yes, my viewers, because in this evening's video, my viewers, we are going to continue to really follow what is happening in the weather. Because indeed, my viewers and subscribers, it is evident that this storm is a snail storm, and this is why it is such a very dangerous storm. Because really, of a fact, my viewers, I can't recall seeing a storm like this, because this storm is just crawling, my viewers. Because we figure more or less that it had come maybe from last night into this morning. But my viewers, we have some very unfortunate news, my viewers, because it seems like it's going to be really terrible, my viewers. So I'm going to let you hear a few reports from the storm, from the forecasters, my viewers. And then you're going to be hearing something on the PNP, yes, because my viewers, the PNP them is out attacking the JLP about donation, yes, and them get enough. And it is funny that the PNP is behaving in this manner. Like I said, them don't know anything. But my viewers, before I reach that, we're going to hear the very latest in the weather situation, and it's not good, my viewers. So you're going to hear that at this time, and of course, if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. Welcome to all of my new subscribers, followers, all the nice things. Yeah, welcome. You are indeed welcome on this platform. Yes. So, yes. So we are going to know, and of course, my viewers, please hit up on the love button, hit up on the thumbs up button when it comes in, please. That is very important to really help the channel to grow. Yes, and YouTube can push it to others, please. So that is a very important part of the blogging this evening. Yeah. So let us get at this time to some of the latest that is happening, my viewers, in the weather before we get into the politics. So let's get to it now.
Bracing for what could turn into a disastrous extended onslaught of hurricane conditions. At least three deaths have been reported in Haiti. A tropical storm warning and hurricane watches remain in effect for Jamaica. Officials are expecting power outages, flooding, landslides, and dangerous seas. By Sunday, Tropical Storm Melissa is expected to intensify to a Category 4 or stronger hurricane. And the slow movement of Tropical Storm Melissa has made it difficult for forecasters to give a precise timeline for the system to begin impacting Jamaica. Director of the Met Service, Evan Thompson says the projection was for showers to begin affecting the island late yesterday. Mr. Thompson says there is uncertainty about the direction of the storm at this time.
It has been investigated by aircraft reconnaissance, and it shows that there is a slight drift just beginning to take place, but that drift is not directly enough toward us yet. So we are watching that very closely, and the next bulletin will indicate the latest on that one.
So what you're saying is any number can still play?
That is correct. We really can't say for sure. Of course, the projections are there, and they're entirely scientific. You know, we look at what the computer models are actually predicting, and although there is disparity there, we use quite a bit of even common sense and experience to try to determine what is the best track that it's likely to take, taking into consideration all the guidance that we have. So it's still kind of, in a way, up in the air, but we still do expect that the system will be moving closer to Jamaica as a tropical storm. We still expect that it will strengthen into a hurricane and even a major hurricane as it continues on its journey.
Mr. Thompson, who was speaking on Sunny Side Up with Derek Wilt, says the system could linger in the vicinity of Jamaica until midweek.
Well, at least until Wednesday, but it could actually go a full week into next week Friday. So we're watching, and this is just that we would continue to see it in our territorial waters, and so we could continue to experience the impacts all the way through next week. The sea surface temperatures are very warm in the Caribbean, and that would generally cause it to strengthen. So there is a period where it is expected to go through a rapid intensification after it moves over the waters to the south, and so it could be moving from a category 1 to a category 3 or 4 over the waters south of us. And what that means is that we could see a similar scenario to, say, a Beryl or an Ivan or Dean, where it moves over the waters to the south of the island, but we are significantly impacted.
The country is bracing.
It will continue, or is expected to continue moving westward, and the point that is just south of Clarendon, the center of the island, is where we expect it to become a major hurricane. That means it would become a category 3 or more hurricane, continuing to move westward, and then it will take a move toward the northwest and then toward the northeast, passing the west coast of Jamaica. So it seems that Jamaica is highly protected at this time by the Almighty, because as the system will move toward us, then we expect that it will move around us rather than moving directly over the island. That is what the forecast is. Of course, it is moving very, very slowly, and so there could be changes in how the other climate features orient themselves, and that will make a big difference as to how that track progresses. If high pressures move out of certain areas and low pressures move in or out, then we could have a complete change in the track that is projected of the system. Over the past few hours, about 6 hours, the system has actually shown a slight drift toward the southeast, which is in a direction away from Jamaica, which is a little bit interesting at this time, but it is not to be, yes, we can have some hope, and that's why I wore yellow today, because there's a bright hope that we have where the system is concerned, but it does not mean that the system is now moving away, because that could be very short-lived. The center has been relocated a couple of times, and so that's why it seems that it is actually drifting in that general direction away from us. But it is so slow, it's actually moving at just about 2 kilometers per hour, which tells us we could walk faster than that. So it's not impressive in terms of its movement toward or away from Jamaica. The track remains the same. It will continue, or is expected to continue moving westward, and the...
Yes, my viewers.
Hello.
So that, my viewers, was the last clip in there that you heard was about after 12, my viewers, this afternoon. But my viewers, there are the later reports that came over nationwide this evening, my viewers, and believe me, it's going to scare you when you hear it. So let's get to that one, my viewers, for you, so that you can hear what is really happening.
Question, because this is reported
Yes.
Evan Thompson. Is the local Service projecting that no tropical storm Melissa could make landfall in Jamaica as a Category 4 or 5 hurricane early next week. Everyone? All right.
You're still not hearing me?
Yeah, hearing you now.
Please repeat what your response. I didn't get the response.
You keep me on edge, Evan Thompson.
I was trying to tell you that I heard the question,
Yes.
and we are saying, I believe, the same thing. We are saying that the system is going to make landfall over Jamaica as a main hurricane. That's what we are saying at this time. I believe some persons have been referred to what I said at the press conference, which was at 1 o'clock. Or even before 1, because I was the first speaker for a 12 o'clock press conference. So what I said was based on the earlier projection of the track. That changed afterwards, and we have to remember that the forecast is always the latest forecast that is the relevant forecast. So if there was something that was said previously, it really does not exist anymore because it has been replaced by another forecast. So the projected track has been changed. It earlier had said it would have gone around Jamaica, but the latest projection is that it would move across the island, moving from the south coast to the north coast as a major hurricane. That is the projection at this time, and this would happen sometime today.
Sometime on.
To repeat the day.
Evan?
What day will it happen?
Is it likely to happen?
Likely to happen?
It's likely to happen on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
That is correct.
Let me ask you, Evan, when was the last time Jamaica had a direct landfall hit from a hurricane or a cyclone?
The last direct landfall was in 2012 with Hurricane Sandy. And since then, we have had what we would call direct hits, but not landfalls, because the eye would have been off the coast of the island, but we would have gotten some of the more severe winds that surround the eye, which occurred during Hurricane Ivan, Hurricane Dean, as well as Hurricane Beryl. But those were not landfalls because the eye did not make contact with the coast.
And in this case, the eye is going to make contact with the land.
Based on the current track. Based
On the current forecast, yes, that is correct.
So let me repeat the question.
Yes, my viewers, it is indeed a very serious situation facing us at this point, because as you have heard there in the earlier report, my viewers, Mr. Thompson earlier at the office of the Prime Minister says that it would have gone around us, but in the 5 o'clock, my viewers, briefing, they are saying that is now it'll land me up, my viewers and subscribers. So indeed, we need divine intervention. This is the time, my viewers, that we need to pray for divine intervention, because indeed, my viewers, this girl here is a very stubborn chat girl. Not only stubborn, but very stubborn, because according to what they're saying, my viewers, that it's going to be announced for about 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You can imagine, because this is a crawling storm. Yeah, I can't imagine, my viewers, the level of devastation if we do not get the divine intervention. That is going to cost us, because this would make Berry look like foolishness. And we're really, really hoping and praying this time for divine intervention, because my viewers, look good at all, sound good, but my viewers, let us not drop our guard. So you're going to hear a little bit more, and then of course, my viewers, you're going to be hearing some updates from the Prime Minister. Yes, because he also spoke at the press briefing earlier. So you're going to be hearing a few clippings from the Prime Minister on this emerging crisis, my viewers. So let's get a little bit more from another well-off person, and then we hear from the Prime Minister.
What storm? It's not here yet. Well, it's not supposed to be. As we get deeper into the day on Saturday, that's when it's really going to start to work in for a lot of us. But here's the issue. A hurricane on one day is bad enough, let alone the potential of it impacting us late Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday. That is the big issue, because that means two things: persistent winds, tropical storm, or hurricane force for about 3 days, maybe a little bit more. And that means 3 to 4 days of tropical rain. So you get the idea with this system. A very slow mover. Really, it doesn't make a difference on the exact path of this. We have high concerns in Jamaica, so we are making those preparations. Now, I want to show you the rain totals as well. So it's the duration of the winds and the duration of the rain, which will really stack up. Now, still disorganized, kind of a sloppy system as it continues. A little glitch in the satellite as it works its way to the north. It just feeds in that moisture. Our team on the ground has been letting me know parts of Haiti, we've already had that flooding around, and we've already had that in parts of the Dominican Republic. Heavy batches of rain continue to move in. The southern coast of Haiti, the peninsula, we could have tropical storm or hurricane force winds deeper into the weekend. So it's only going to get worse. Even as this area eventually moves its way toward Jamaica, the backside flow just persisted, bringing in over 300 millimeters of rain easily in some spots, especially along the southern coast of Haiti, watching over toward the Dominican Republic. Little enhancement as well of some of the rain in Puerto Rico. Now, in this video, I also want to talk about down on Saturday morning. Some of us may be saying,
Yes, my viewers. So we are hearing that it's a serious situation that is, facing us at this time. Very serious, my viewers, that indeed we must not take lightly. We must not ignore it, because, when we saw Beryl last year, my viewers, we were praying that Beryl will us pass through quick and gone. But this one is a stubborn woman, very stubborn, my viewers. And we cannot take it we can't take it, we cannot take it light, my viewers. We cannot take it light. So, my viewers, you're going to be hearing a few clips from the Prime Minister, and of course, my viewers and subscribers, Zelika Jess is out, my viewers, and she's bawling, she's complaining, my viewers. So you're going to be hearing that her also, she's complaining, my viewers. She's bawling that she don't get no money for the nothing. My viewers and subscribers.
Franklin said good evening, and Carvin, another person, Caroline.
Okay, so what's we say Franklin. Big up yourself, Franklin.
And
Big up yourself, brother.
are you prepared for it?
Well, fairly, no. Fairly. I think I'm quite okay.
And the other person say good night. If you are safe, that is Carvin.
Yes.
He's saying that.
Yes.
And the person named Carol, she said good evening.
Good evening, Carol. Good evening. Thank you. So there was 3 persons. Where's the other person? The other person.
I told you the 3 persons.
No, you tell me. Go again.
No, man, I 3 of them because I said Caroline, Carvin,
Oh.
and Franklin.
Oh, Caroline, Carvin, and Caroline. Big up on yourself.
And Franklin.
Yes. All right. Yes, I heard that now. Thank you. Yes.
And Franklin.
Yes, my viewers. So, you are going to now be hearing something from the Prime Minister. And of course, my viewers, the Prime Minister have a warning. Yes. Because we can recall, my viewers, the criminality that took place after the storm, where the thief them, my viewers, go mash up the phone system that many of us have no internet for many days. You're going to hear strong warning from the Prime Minister this time, and I wouldn't mind if it's going to be a knockout and a clap out, because my viewers and subscribers, the internet have become a very important part of our life. Many of us use it for various type of business. And it's unfair criminal come in and cut the wire them and thief them. Yes? So these criminal elements are being warned by the Prime Minister. Not only them, my viewers, but the price thief them. Because we know, my viewers, after a storm, most of them are hike up them price. Yes? So the Prime Minister have a warning for them too. And the Prime Minister have some other important message. So you're going to hear a little bit from the Prime Minister this time, my viewers. And then you want to be here from just after that. She is not just at all.
Question, because this is important. Reports from Minister Vaz, the JPS, and from Minister Samuda and the NWC, and from the utility companies, that they are projecting that as a result of the experience of Beryl, they will be in a better position. Evidence of that is that I'm told that 31 line workers, linemen, are already in Jamaica, and others are being flown in as we speak. So the intention is to be ahead of the recovery effort should we be impacted in any significant way from this. I am told as well that the necessary precautions have been taken to ensure that telecommunications remain functional. The Minister Samuda has advised that we will be able to have an uptime of about 80% within 72 hours of the hurricane for most customers, and that they have taken measures to control turbidity by closing off some of the intakes into their major water storage. This they are able to do because already those storage areas are full, so they can control and manage that. So we are expecting that if the event is a barrel scale event, then we should be able to keep these services throughout as long as possible throughout the weather event if it does impact Jamaica. You would have heard extensive another statement which is of import. During Hurricane Beryl, the loss of telecommunications was not so much because of the impact of the hurricane itself, but there was significant theft of fuel and equipment relating to telecommunications. We have indicated that we intend to amend the law to have stiffer penalties and to criminalize some of these acts because they do impact the entire economy and should be treated with more severely. In lieu of the amendments to the law, the security forces have been alerted that special attention ought to be paid to these critical infrastructure which are necessary for the continuity of government and for the continuity of business and indeed for public safety. So, Commissioner of Police, you have been tasked specifically to ensure that there is no break in our telecommunications and to ensure that these criminals who would want to take advantage of the disaster to exploit our telecommunications infrastructure, that they are dealt with in the harshest way. I'll make here another.
Yes, my viewers and subscribers, and this is a warning to all the thieves them out there. Yes, it's a warning for you. To make sure, say, if indeed we get this storm, we don't try to go cut down the people wires, because really, we must not meet any judge, but no maker. Yes, we must not meet no judge, but no maker, because we are destroying people's livelihood. Yes, because we are going to cut down the people in wire, and these wicked and evil act. Yes, so we have to meet no maker. I want to hear the warning from the police, and according to a very famous blogger, y'all get the warning before the conning. Yes, so our word to the wise is indeed sufficient. You're going to hear a little bit more from the Prime Minister, and then my viewers, you're going to hear from Miss Jess. Yes, because Jess is not happy at all. Jess is throwing blame. So let's hear a little bit more from the Prime Minister.
Which is under the Trade Act to prevent any price gouging that might take place. The Minister of Health guided you properly to say stick with, healthy foods that won't perish as a result of lack of refrigeration. And he did mention sardines and water crackers. But I saw a picture recently of shelves in our supermarket and all the bread is gone. People are taking precautions, stocking up on food. But it leads to a very important point that as these products become scarce, there may be persons tempted to raise their prices. And we will not have that during a disaster. And therefore, the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce will shortly sign an order to this effect to prevent price gouging.
Yes, my viewers. So we heard there from the Prime Minister, and he's giving warning to the thief them and the wicked them. Where after a storm, many of us who would have suffered a lot, then still I will push up the price. Pan we same way. But my viewers, I heard something from the JPS earlier, my viewers, and perhaps in tomorrow, if possible, I will let you hear exactly what happened with JPS. But I want to tell you that JPS is making some talk, my viewers, like after this storm, they have about show increase per week. Yes, they are planning, my viewers, to dash up some increase per week after this storm. And we're not going to have that. We can't take that because many of us is going to be impacted in a very serious way. And to go find money now to pay JPS again after a storm, it is unfair. And so the Prime Minister must also issue the warning to JPS too. So he must not price gouge us with electricity. He must not do that at all. We must not be feeling anymore because maybe we are going to be inconvenienced if this storm hold true to our farm. Inconvenience in a severe way. The good thing about it, my viewers, the Prime Minister is saying that we are much more prepared this time than Beryl. And we hope so. Yes, we hope so, my viewers. But my viewers, I want to give you a little joke before I get to Jess, my viewers, because I want to let you hear a little clip in here. Because I want to put a good smile on your face. So let's hear a little piece here.
Me soon come. Ivan, Sandy, and Beryl was giving me some tips. And don't rush me. I'll take my time. Wait like come. Me soon come. Ivan, Sandy, and Beryl was giving me some tips. And don't rush me. I'll take my time.
You hear that? My viewers, Jamaicans are something else. Jamaicans, my viewers and subscribers, we are something else. Even even at danger, we are making joke. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. So now you are going to be hearing from Jess, my viewers, as she started to ball out, my viewers. She had out, she ball out for victimization. So listen to Jess, my viewers, at this time.
Is Lika Jess, Member of Parliament for Northeastern St. Elizabeth. It's been a little while since I've given you an update on the state of the constituency, and that has been deliberate because I don't like to be the bearer of bad news. But in light of recent events, I think I have a duty to update you and to let you know the current state of affairs as presently exists. Many of you have been reaching out for assistance with educational grants, textbook vouchers, etc. I know that you know that the constituency would have been allocated $5 million to deal with educational matters. Unfortunately, we do not have any money left in our CDF to deal with these activities because all of our educational allocation would have been utilized by the previous Member of Parliament. And so we don't have a dollar in the Constituency Development Fund left to address educational matters. I know that some of you are aware as well that the constituency would have been given an additional $3 million for the purpose of tertiary tuitions. Again, regrettably, there is no money left to deal with any such matters because all of those funds were utilized by the previous Member of Parliament. So in total, the constituency was allocated $8 million for educational matters. As your new Member of Parliament, I have not received $1 towards any educational matters because all of our allocation would have been utilized by the former Member of Parliament. Now, why do I mention this? I mention it because we have a tropical storm that is approaching, and quite rightly so, many of you have reached out to me with questions and concerns as it relates to drain cleaning and other related activities. And when I've shared with you that we have no money in our Constituency Development Fund to deal with such emergencies or natural disasters, you have asked me, but what happened to the reserve? And I'm at pains to explain that we in northeastern St. Elizabeth, we have no reserve in our CDF to deal with any such emergency because everything would have been utilized by the previous Member of Parliament. What this means is that...
Yes, my viewers, you are hearing it here from Jess, who is saying that, my viewers, the previous Member of Parliament told everything and left nothing there, my viewers. But, you know, I mean, this is how they play politics, because if this is the case, my viewers, and I don't believe that everything is taken away. I don't believe it at all. But just my viewers here is just suggesting that the previous Member of Parliament took out everything. So you know, it is, you wonder why they would change the previous Member of Parliament in the first place, because this one now is broke, as according to her, according to fair logic, my viewers, she broke. So I don't know, but let's hear a little bit more.
It has been very, very important for us here in northeastern St. Elizabeth to ensure that we get an allocation from central government to assist with preparation for Tropical Storm Melissa. I know that, like me, many of you heard that $200 million would be awarded or allocated by the government to deal with emergency drain cleaning across the country. And so against that background, I would have reached out to the National Works Agency today to find out if they had any funds available to clean the drains here in Northeast, only to be told that they had no money and so they wouldn't be in a position to clean our drains. I reached out to the Minister with responsibility for works and was initially told that there would be no allocation made available for Northeast because we weren't deemed to be in the trajectory of the storm. Now, to give you the abridged version, after much back and forth, much dialogue, much waiting, we were advised that there was a change of position and that $3 million would now be made available to the constituency for the sole purpose of cleaning our drains. Now, let me be very clear, as Member of Parliament, I do not get that $3 million in hand or in a bank account or elsewhere. That money is sent directly to the National Works Agency. So no, I don't have any money to share or to distribute to those of you who would like to clean the drains in your areas. That money is going to be spent through the National Works Agency. Now, I know you have concerns as to which drains are likely to be cleaned, and everybody wants to ensure that their drains get cleaned. I can't tell you as yet which drains are going to be addressed because I don't have that information. I do not decide as the Member of Parliament which drains are cleaned, and so I have to wait on the National Works Agency to provide me with the list of critical drains as they consider or deem the drains to be. And then I can update you further and let you know. I know many of you in Northampton, for example, down by where Blue Shop is, you're prone to flooding. Most of you in Goshen, in the post office area, obviously the town of Balaclava, Santa Cruz, areas of Silo. And so I am making strong advocacy on your behalf to try and see how best we can get the drains cleaned in your area. I can't tell you until tomorrow how far that $3 million will stretch, but I will give you a further update after we do the site visits and we have that initial conversation with the contractor in the morning. But for now, I want to urge each and every one of you to be safe. Do not take this tropical storm lightly. It is best to be prepared, to take steps in preparation, and have the storm not knock at our doors rather than to not be prepared and then be devastated by the storm. So please, I know that it's been a difficult time for all of us here, but I'm urging you to take the necessary steps to protect your property, protect your families, your friends, your neighbors, especially those who are elderly. See if you can look out for them. If you use medication, make sure that you have adequate supply in storage so that you can guard against any eventualities. Batten down if you need to batten down. If you know you live in an area that is prone to flooding, do not hesitate to start making arrangements with somebody else that you can stay with. I will provide you with a list of the shelters in very short order, but be that as it may, I know some of you prefer to stay with friends or family. So reach out from now and, make those arrangements. Stock up on your non-perishable goods so that you have adequate supply of food items to carry you through even, 2 or 3 days, just in case the worst happens. For now, please be safe, everybody. And I know you haven't seen much of me or heard much of me, but it has been a very difficult past week. Past couple of weeks, but this last week in particular has been really, really difficult. We are working quietly behind the scenes, trying to ensure that we put measures in place for the use and benefit of the constituency, and you will hear further on those happenings. But for now, take care and be good.
So that was indeed, my viewers, Jess from St. Elizabeth. Yes, who, you've heard from her, complaining, my viewers, say she don't get no money, but it is funny that we heard about this from, I think, last week or something like that, my viewers. And apparently it was yesterday, just reach out to find out what is happening. So you see that these people, my viewers, they don't really put the people's interest first, because we heard about this time here, as I think from last week, and as a member of parliament, she should have been more proactive, but now she's not reacting 1 day or 2 days before this time, and then you heard her, casting blame. Say, boy, the farmer member of parliament, nyam off everything. Yes, Mike? Yes.
Yeah, so user, a lady named User,
Yeah.
she said hi.
Good evening, user.
Altia said hi.
Good evening, sis.
And Michelle said hi.
Hi. I like how I'm hearing a lot of ladies around. Love that. Yes, indeed. Yes, my viewers, subscribers, I tell you that, boy, pretty out here, but we're going to travel on, because we're going to head over now to a little politics. Yes, my viewers. So I think I have given you, as much information as is possible. So for those who are joining us for the first time, again, welcome. Yes, welcome, and you are indeed welcome. Very, very much welcome. Yes, and of course, whenever I want to feel like I don't want to have a word with me, when I can. Yes, because the number is not in the chat, and I said that I was going to do it, but haven't yet. But of course, if you don't want to have a word with me, when I can, and tell me tell me about phone preparations. Yes, and tell me how if you don't get any bread, because according to the scripture, man shall not live by bread alone, but we still have to eat it. We still have to eat it. So you heard the Prime Minister earlier said that all them bread them is time out. It's time to take them out all off the shelves, my viewers. So if we don't get any bread, we don't can make, we know. Yes, or maybe, well, I don't know. But hopefully tomorrow, because I don't think this time is going to affect us maybe before tomorrow evening. So my word to you is that if we don't get certain things yet, we go out early morning and get it. Yeah, as early as possible, as 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 the default put on the underwear. We don't go out early and get what don't forget, because perhaps by tomorrow evening we may be starting to feeling the effects. We still have hope for divine intervention, but why I don't know. We have to just hope and pray, you know. But my viewers, Dayton Campbell is out, and of course the NST when them I get money for run election, them silent. But he's out, my viewers, and of course you're going to hear from Dayton Campbell as him out. I make up a bag of nice because he's saying that the JLP them get money, my viewers, for election, and he was leveling some my beat on my JLP like it's only the damn JLP get campaign donations. So you're going to hear from him at this time, my viewers, and then you're going to be hearing from some JLP vloggers. Yes, you're going to be hearing from some JLP bloggers after that. Yeah, oh, I think I get my stuff here mixed up. So let me set this up again, my viewers. Get my things here a little bit messed up a bit. Yes, my viewers. So now we're here from Dayton Campbell as him, go after go after the government. Say government, listen to Dayton Campbell, my viewers, and then we come back. Okay, you want to make up nice? Let's get to Mr. Campbell this time.
From the People's National Party Media Unit.
This is Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. I am calling on the Jamaica Labour Party to urgently clarify reports of a payment of $201,538 made to the Jamaica Labour Party by CEMEX, the parent company of Caribbean Cement Company. This payment was described in filings to the United States Securities and Exchange Commission as fees, and that raises serious questions. Let me be clear. CEMEX and its subsidiary have been good corporate citizens, contributing meaningfully to Jamaica's development. The PNP has no issue with legitimate political donations made in accordance with the law. However, a payment described as fees to the party in government implies compensation for services rendered. What services were provided by the Jamaica Labour Party? What was this payment in exchange for? The government must come clean with the Jamaican people and the investor community. Silence only deepens the perception that corruption has become the cost of doing business in Jamaica. The People's National Party stands firm in its call for transparency, accountability, and good governance. Jamaica deserves nothing less.
Visit their website at pnp.org.
Yes, my viewers, we hear there from Dean Campbell as him a raise alarm about the money that the JLP got from the parent company after the swing, and it is amazing, my viewers, that the PNP always behave in this manner. Yes, them always pretending like say them don't get nothing. They give the impression, my viewer, that it's only JLP get things. And we all know, my viewer, that company provides funding for both political parties. Now, here's Dan Campbell assuming and accusing the government of something else. He's accusing the government, my viewers, saying that they get special privilege, or the government is working for this company. I don't know where you get that from, my viewers and subscribers. It's this guy. This is a guy, my viewers, that his friend was appointed as the corruption prevention man done by the Integrity Commission, the lack of integrity. And of course, they never see nothing at all wrong with that. They never see nothing at all, my viewers, wrong with that. Nothing at all. They play up, them turn a blind eye to it. Yes? They pretend like it never happened. Even though you don't hear the PNP them say nothing about that. But you see how they went after Dennis Strong, my viewers. And then here is the PNP is trying to pretend like they are not the mother of corruption. Yes? They are pretending here like say they do nothing wrong. They are pretending here like they are squeaky clean. Clean, my viewers, like whistle. But we know nothing of the sort. My viewers, we know how they handle the 90s, how them behave, my viewers and subscribers, in the 90s. But here are these people now coming to pretending like say boy, them all lily white. It is just amazing how politicians are. Politicians, my viewers, is really hypocritical. Yes? Because how much money did they get? Yes? How much money did they get? Because the way how them attack, they look like say it's only the JLP alone get campaign donation. My viewers, I figure more or less, but we know so many of us may not agree with it. But I think at some point, yes, go ahead.
Miss Love, she said the PNP is to clarify the money from Venezuela.
Indeed.
And the Gleaner and JPS, we need to hear what those donation is for.
That is exactly so. Exactly so. But you see how it's all the hypocrisy of the PNP. They want to make up one, they want to make up a nice and this issue, and the amount of things that they need to account for. They're silent. They are silent, my viewers. But we know.
Miss Love again. She said that, and we want to know if the driver gets bail, yet for the huge amount of money found on his person, and he can't give an account for where they got it from.
Yes, indeed. Yes, we definitely need to really know what's happening there. But when it comes on to the PNP, they are very good at hiding things. Even though you can't hide, them still try to hide it. But here are they now coming to attack people about integrity, and they don't have none. The PMP lack integrity. The PMP is just a party that we know about the corruption of the PNP. But it's all because they lost the election in a few weeks ago, and up until now they cannot recover. Yes, so up until now they can't recover. My viewers, up until now they can't recover. The way how these people are terrible. You can't believe them. They are unbelievable, unbelievable. Because here is Dayton Campbell. I wrote up him out about these things. But my viewers, you're also going to be hearing from a few JLP vloggers on this issue. But my viewers, you're also going to hear from a PNP vlogger, and then you're going to be hearing, and then this one makes some very serious allegation against the Prime Minister. My viewers, serious allegation against the Prime Minister, and you're going to hear, how these people behave. You're going to hear how them behave, and it's all on the same matter. So you're going to hear a little bit from this PNP vlogger, and then you're going to be hearing from some JLP person also on this one. So you're going to be hearing at this time from a PNP vlogger.
US dollar. That was not a party donation. That was a kickback money that they sent to Andrew Wallace and the Jamaican Labour Party. All right. Here it is now. Yeah? We also know that CMAX does not operate the same book the Carib Cement operate as it relates to them transaction and whatever business them do. It is two separate entities with two different governance towards the running of this company. Now, we have to look on the criteria. And the criteria now what we are seeing in front of it is that Carib Cement come out and categorically clarify that it has made lawful contribution to both parties and that no fees was ever paid to any party. But in the case of the money from CNX to the JLP, it come at a fee. Now we know what a fee is all about, If I want a lawyer to provide me service, I can pay the lawyer fee. So I want to ask Andrew Wallace and Mitchell Siago what service was provided to CMX. That is the million-dollar question that is on the lip of conscious, patriotic Jamaican who doesn't play politics with the country affairs.
You are hearing my viewers from this dishonest PNP vlogger. Because I tell you my viewers that these people, you see, what I tell you about them PNP people here. These guys pretend like the PNP have never in government. These guys pretend like it was always the JLP in power. The PNP have never seen government. It is amazing, my viewers, how these PNP vloggers, the level of dishonesty that these PNP vloggers have. Well, hear this one more.
What potential contract CMX is going to get? Well, we know. I will see it. We see it, We see it on the line payment. You understand? Yeah. We see a thing near mine. Okay. I mean, I look at that. You understand? It works, yeah. Now, it was stated that CMX filed document with the United States Security and Exchange Commission, yeah, of $201,538 US, and that it paid the Jamaica Labour Party as a fee, yeah. That filing was subsequently later removed. Why they move it? Because it is causing problem. Yes. You understand? Yes. What is of major concern is that fees is for service. So the Jamaica Labour Party must now tell the Jamaican public what service did the party provide to CNX. We need to know.
Yes, and of course, if that is the case, the PNP need to tell us what service did Venezuela offer them that they, according to allegedly, because we can't prove it, get the amount of money when they get. So we also need to hear what service the other, the other companies, the JPS allegedly, and all of these companies have also provided. We also need the same thing. So indeed, disclosure is good, but if we can get, how, if Venezuela, all of these things. So let us all put everything out in the open. Yes. So the JLP can indeed disclose what they are doing. If of course, when the PNP also do the same, because we want total disclosure. We want to know everything. We don't want nothing to hide. So if you want that, that's fine.
Because party donation, it have the law that govern it, I remember saying CMX, not just come on board, them also have 50 other company worldwide. So they must have gone through these type of formality if they were donate to party, and they must know the process.
And maybe was if you want to hear your views on it, the number is 862 68 89. So if you don't want to, to make an advice be heard on that, you can call. Of course, you can continue to send your messages. Yes, so the number is indeed 862 68 89. So if you want to call, you can indeed give a call, to hear phone your own views on it. The platform is there for you.
Procedure, just like Carib Cement. Yes. Carib Cement never hide the facts of them give both party donation, but it's done lawfully. Now in the case of CMX, it's an unlawful money we see about the Labour Party. So we want to know what it's for because it come under the subject matter of fees. That's what you see. It dropped down under fees. Fees is for a service by people. And so when Mitri have come and I speak like say, I have some credibility to talk to people. He don't have no credibility.
Yes.
Miss Love said long-standing criminals.
Yes.
And Miss Love said again that cement will be back in the hands of the Jamaican government. You must remember that PJ sold out the cement factory. Go is his friends.
Not to mention JPS. I mean, well, I don't know. I do not know what's wrong with these PNP bloggers, because they have, these guys have they have Alzheimer's conveniently, because they simply forget what they need to forget. Yes. So, but let's hear a little bit more, because you're going to be hearing from the JLP bloggers on this also. I remember, if you want to call, the number is 862 68 89. So you can call if you know so desire to call. Yes, the number is there. You can call and share on one view on it. So let's hear a little bit more. Yes, again the number 862 6889, yes, 862-6889. So you can indeed, call and hear your own views on it. But let's hear a bit more from this PNP criminal sympathizer.
Illicit goods like guns and ammunition and the same big boys, them and them are doing it. So then can come talk to when we see corruption and we are find out corruption. This is corruption. Money we pay to the Jamaica Labour Party. This is not a party donation. So the idiot black of them, we are black for them. We are run up.
You is an idiot blogger because you are dishonest. You lie and you're wicked. Yes, you're wicked. Is a wicked guy because you conveniently forgot all of the things. You forget the traffic go money, sir? Did you forget all of the corruptions, all of the amount of things that the PNP did? And we have no proof. We don't have no proof. Say this is corrupt. We don't have no proof. Bring the proof or shut up.
PNP get money from Caribbean and a lawful procedure.
You are there.
Utilizing the 1944 People's Act law.
You are there, sir.
Ask them how much PNP get from SSN. Well, I know I'm not a bad because we go through it with 5 4 with our gas in the PNP. I receive nothing and them know that too. Okay. Yeah. They know. We don't have to tell them already. We search, we don't find home. And we can't find one PNP in up nowhere in them home teeth. I'm barely right to see each of them home teeth. The comb, the corruption scheme. So we know what the Labour Party them plan all about. Them just plan to run the country under corruption and mafiaism and under
But you could not be serious. You could never be serious. Yes, because the amount of corruption, yes, that run under PNP. In 100 years, the JLP can run the amount of corruption like a PNP run. So I don't know. Brother, if you were of a new party, every word you said could have been taken seriously. Yes? If you were from an independent party, brother, everything you were saying would have been gospel, but not on the PNP. Because we know that the PNP is a criminal organization. And them say criminality. Yes? So we know that. So where you come with don't make no sense.
That's why you see Andrew front up himself in every Ponzi scheme with the CEO. And I'm glad you just tell the people them say them couldn't touch you crash great. Now Mark crash great. Because them was on the poster boy. Them are the CEO. You understand? Them will front that team and Andrew business then there. Andrew learned the scheme from Paul Chen Young and Associate. When Dan Crawford moved the 30 million from Central National Bank into Edward Siago, when Andrew did round Siago, he know everything about that go. You understand? So he privy to the idea of how you orchestrate them thing there. And he carry it out. He carry it out, Cash Plus, yeah, First Rock, SSL.
So what did your party leader involve in? If not involved in anything, your party leader, is he squeaky clean, sir? Is your party leader an angel? And that me want to know. Is Marke G an angel? Does he have wings on the back of his of wherever. Is he an angel? You guys are not real.
And now we see him have a one named Amber. Our people don't forget Amber. Amber, the latest Ponzi scheme that Andrew run. Big old large company with a big nasty coolie girl named Dushan Shabani. A wash, you know.
I don't know why these guys have such disdain for females. Because you see, boy, I don't know. But brother, I'm seeing the same trend with most PNP vloggers. They have a hate for the female gender. Yes, look how he addressed the woman. Huh? I don't know why these PMP guys dislike the female gender so much.
This love says so.
Yes. I mean, why? You have something to say, even if we don't like what I say. Why do you have to be overly disrespectful? But why I wonder, it's not even time I know. You should have a woman here, brother, but you look like somebody else. Lord help us. It's rough tonight. Worries in the dance. Let us hear a little bit more from the PMP vlogger here.
Our people don't forget Amber. Amber, the latest Ponzi scheme that Andrew run. Big old large company
Where's the
with
evidence?
a big nasty coolie girl named Dushan Shabani. A wash, you know. What's up, big old
Are you sick?
Yeah, man. Imported from Asia, man. Because the amount of land where Andrew have to wash, you know. The Jamaican couldn't take up that domestic trade, you know. So I have to go up here and wash a girl from India.
Where you say?
Named Dushan Shabani. You understand?
So how Andrew I watch so much, and after 20 years, he only have 1 million US dollar. I'm a watch. I'm a prime minister now for 10 years. Huh? How you man watch so much, and after 20 years, he only have 1 million US dollar as a politician. I'm a watch so, and we all know that Marke G would have made that 20 million dollar in 1 year. Yes, we know that Marke G would have made that money in that 1 year. So I don't know which rock you're on, brother. But I don't think it's a good rock at all.
I wash through Amber bro. I wash through that. So we have make them know so we know where I'm going. Exactly. You understand? This is not a secret. We have beat it with the people them know. And we are teaching people them so them can.
So how you not teach the people about all of the corruption that the PNP involved in? Brother, you see, if you have to teach, you have to teach in the correct way. You cannot be teaching one-sided. Yes? So if you want to teach, you have to teach both ways. But if you're going to be teaching one way, you are being dishonest. You are being biased. And we know, so as a PNP vlogger, you're going to be biased. So I don't know where you're going with that and who you're trying to fool.
I understand who is Andrew Wallace and how he operates in Jamaica. The man have banned the scheme till it look bad.
Oh, you didn't have none?
The man create them one after the other.
Wow.
You understand? And it look like he want list them under Victoria's Secret.
What the
But
hell?
they're not a secret. They're not a secret, Andrew. They're bingo baggy. Everybody can see them big and nasty. The corruption. And I don't look up petite Victoria's Secret thing them here.
Lord Jesus. Brother, it's serious tonight, yeah. Worries tonight.
Big nasty bingo baggy. Some of them look like the granny flower bag from back the days.
Boy, you can't
Very
listen.
obvious to anybody. Can't hide. You understand? So we have to just call it what it is.
I wonder how much Ponzi scheme did the PMP run? How much of them did the PMP run? How much? Because if we start to list them off, when I done tonight, yes? If we start to list off the amount of Ponzi scheme that the PMP run, and when the country should have been growing, it stagnated because the PMP them run so much Ponzi scheme. Yes? And of course, the biggest one is the FinSac. That Ponzi scheme led to many taking their own 3 points. Many. And that is the worst Ponzi scheme of all. So again, look in the mirror, brother. When you're going to point fingers, the other one are pointing back at you.
And this was one-eyed corruption agenda where you see money are them from CMEX to the tune of $201,538 account to the Labour Party. Listed as fee. We never know the Labour Party are work for CMEX. We think of the people in Jamaica that work for. We think of the Jamaican that work for, but the CMEX that work for now. You understand? So, little Chicago, go one side, man. Nobody know why you're from your piece of shit. You're a criminal in our place, though. You believe a place. You understand? You believe a place. But you're not leave until you take your prison sentence. I mean, I know if I did so, you go, finish your days.
It seems like you don't realize what is happening. Yes? It seems like you don't realize that Damien Crawford prophecies are coming out on you guys, because one by one, I will not go to jail. I will not go to jail. So we don't know what it's about. I want to go into jail. So you talk about start off with Marke Margery. Yes, my viewers, you have heard there from that PNP vlogger as he exalted himself. Yes, as he exalted himself and chatting rubbish when he can't prove. Because if he had so much information that he's a legend to be having, he needs to present that to the to Mocha or CTAC. Yes, that is where he needs to go on and present his corruption allegations that is leveled against the Prime Minister. Yes, he needs to go there. But if he can't go there, he's a running mouth. He's a beating chest. Yes.
Miss Love say, thief and fix his country. Alright. Alright. Hold on. Let me get it good. I love that thief. He thief and fix his country.
Exactly.
And Marke G thief for his pocket.
Yeah. That's exactly the case. Because we all know that we have seen great amount of development since Andrew become the Prime Minister. Yes? When PJ was there for 14 and a half consecutive years. And of course, he was there in the Mandley administration. So he was there for 18 and a half long years. You know, we know otherwise. We know which part then the money go. Yes? And where did the country improved? None at all. Most of what PMP said they were doing, it remains in the pipeline. Yes? It never leave out the pipeline at all. It did not leave from the pipeline, and these are the guys who is out there now accusing people. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. But my viewers, you're going to now be hearing from the GLP vlogger, one of them. You're going to be hearing from one of the GLP vloggers at this time as he defend the Prime Minister. You're going to be hearing that at this point, my viewers. So you're going to now be hearing something from one of JP bloggers. Listen to this, my viewers. Let's get this for you so that I can hear it.
My people. You know, I come for ask a question, and I really need to know this question. Yeah. So, the PSOJ, that means the private sector organization of Jamaica, they are investigating the $201,000 US, $201,500 that was given to the Jamaica Labour Party by CMEC. Also, the People's National Party General Secretary, which is Leighton Campbell, came out and states that they want to know why is it that CMEC gave the Jamaica Labour Party $201,500 during the election campaign. Also, it seems like the donation that was given to the People's National Party, also by CMEC, wasn't reported to the General Secretary of the People's National Party. So we the people would like to know who is it that collect that money from CMEC during the election campaign. And we would like to know who is responsible for donation within the People's National Party. Because guess what? This seems like something is not right within the People's National Party. There's some form of thief within the People's National Party. If you got a donation from a company and you are blaming another organization that got money from that same company, yet still you are at one of the higher echelon within the People's National Party and you have no knowledge of that money, Wakra Master needs to come to the front and give us information of how that donation came about. Or why is it that the General Secretary has no knowledge about that donation that came from CMAC? I rest my case.
Yes, my viewers. So we certainly need to know, and so when I hear these people are exalting themselves, they have no moral authority. They don't have none at all when it comes on to these type of situation, my viewers. They have no moral authority. So I don't know where they're going with them foolishness, but we know that it's not going to work. It ain't going to work, my viewers, because we know that these people, they don't have no character. So I'm going to let you hear another one, my viewers, also on this matter. Yeah. They have no authority if accused, nobody have no. Because when it comes down to the machine, the PMP, them say corruption, them say criminality, them say everything where the money mastermind. Them know these things like the back of their hand. Maybe look at the parish councils. Look at how those parish councils are run. Look how they run, right? Every time millions of dollars go missing, right? The St. Catherine Parish Council, right? Hundreds of millions of dollars missing. Hundreds of millions of dollars missing. And the PMP, they are pretending like they don't know. They don't know nothing, right? Hanover, when Craig Rose came out, they pretend they don't know nothing. So listen to this one, my view.
From Carib Cement Company Limited to the Jamaica Labour Party. It is only fair that the PNP declare how much money was donated to them and when and where and how. Simple. If you're asking questions about the Jamaica Labour Party, the PNP needs to clear this up too. Coming off the heels of a Jamaica Gleaner article regarding campaign donation made by Carib Cement Company Limited to the Jamaica Labour Party campaign, the PMP is asking questions regarding the donation. Now, in the latest comment made by Caribbean Cement Company Limited is that it made donation to both JLP and who? PNP.
Yeah.
In the light that the PNP is asking questions surrounding the donation from Carib Cement Company Limited to the Jamaica Labour Party, it is only fair that the PNP declare how much money was donated to them and when and where and how. Simple. If you're asking questions about the Jamaica Labour Party, the PNP needs to clear this up too. Coming off the heels of a Jamaica Gleaner article regarding...
Yes, my viewers, there is the other person view, and most definitely, because if they are accusing people of things, they would also get money too. Them get it too. So, but it is often said that, oh God, yeah. So my viewers, keep commenting on it. And of course, as I said before, if you so desire to hear your own views, the numbers is there. 62 68 89. The number is there. Because these guys is so dishonest. Them so wicked as a thief. Yes? Them, because they are good at stealing taxpayers' resources over the years. If them believe that, somebody else do it, they're mad. But if the government was stealing money, we would not be seeing what we are seeing at this point. Yes? So when they're out there and a beat down on the government, they must present, their campaign donation and say where they get it from and who give them and the amount they get. Yes? They must start declaring these things. So let us ask for total disclosure. Yes, make everybody start declare. But I'm sure that will not happen. That not happen. But because the PNP lost the elections, they want to try everything in the book. They want to try to use every single thing in the book to accuse, the government of wrongdoings. Yeah? Because through them are thief and them know how to thief and them are expert at stealing. Yeah? Them believe that the government is like them. Yes? Them believe the government is like them. My viewers and subscribers, as so them believe, so the government is like them, the government is dishonest as they. But we have seen where, this government is working. And because none of us can actually say that no government is corrupt free. Right? None of us can answer that. Right? But we know that when it comes down to real corruption and criminality, a PNP that. And that let them know. That is their song. And soon they know everything. Yes, because they are very good at these things. Yes, and the amount of money that when you look even at the Manchester Parish Council and see the amount of millions that was, you know, that gone missing there. And these are the people they will jump out now and are trying to accuse people of doing things. And them is not guiltless. Them not guiltless, but they out there accuse people. Yeah? You can't make it up. You cannot believe these people. You know, they are unbelievable. You can't make it up. But my viewers, I see where Mr. Christopher, you know, people, you know, the PMP vloggers them is after him. Yes? The PMP vloggers them after him, my viewers, and they are threatening him. So you're going to hear a little bit from Christopher, my viewers, and perhaps we going to close up after that. So you're going to hear a little bit from Mr. Christopher as he tell us that the PMP are threatening him. Yes, he's been threatened, my viewers, by the PNP. So let me see if we can make you hear this. What is happening with Mr. Christopher? Because them after him. Because my viewers, you know how that blogger, that shark or fish blogger, you know how him go after, how he going go after the Mr. Tufton, how you accuse him wicked and say all manner of things about him. But you know they might threaten him. But I think more or less that these people are waste their damn time. Because when it comes on to these things, the minister is more, you know, they can say anything they want to say. They can say anything they want to say. But the minister is all right. They can't touch the minister. So, but they are out for just evil. Because there are the organization that support criminality. Them accuse everybody of everything. So I'm going to let you hear a little bit from Mr. Christopher, my viewers, if you know can find him so that they can hear, you know, what he earlier says. You know, because the PMP them really beat him bad. Because, you know, as I said before, you know, they have been accusing him of a whole bunch of things, especially about the $80 million when he claimed say spend pan vagina. Lord Jesus. Some of my viewers, yeah, and that is how it is. So I wanted you to hear a little bit of what Mr. Christopher Tufton says, but it seemed like I'm not finding it at this point for you to hear it. So perhaps you might be hearing it in the next video. Let me see if this is it. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, sorry about that. I have everything here to present to you, and I got this one misplaced. Where's that video? Anyway, so my viewers, you know, as I said before, I'll leave that one there. But you know, it is just unfortunate that these PNP is out there, you know, trying to paint a narrative like say, boy, the JLP is the most corrupt organization, and we know that is not the case. So it doesn't matter what them out there say, no matter what them out there do, we know better, right? because we have seen where the country have improved. We have seen where the crime rate have been falling. We have seen where the poverty rate have been falling. We have been seeing so many things. Yes? And under PNP, none of those things was happening. Under the PNP, my viewers, we see where the crime rate went to the record. Yeah, we see under PNP where the poverty level went to record. Yes, we see all of these things about the PNP. We know that the PNP is never good at managing the country. They're never good at running the economy. They always run the economy to wreck. Yes, they always run the economy to a wreck. And whenever, the government, the JLP come in, that is when the economy start to go back on track. So we know how good they are or how bad they are at doing, these things. They are not good at managing the economy, my viewers. They have always run it into the ground. But these people pretends like say boy they are squeaky clean. Yeah. We know what happened recent in the last election where the name was called upon a whole heap of corruption allegations. And him and the man come out and make up nice. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. Yes, we remember clearly the amount of time when Jack Vice note, yes, with him and some of these PNP people, and he's a man who's coming out here now pretending like say he's Mr. Clean, and we know say him very corrupt. We know say these are what they this is how for them lifestyle, and because of that now everything they try to accuse the government of everything wrong. But my viewers, this is it for the evening. Yes, this is it for the evening, my viewers. Yes. So
More comments don't come.
yes, so as I said before, if anybody wanted to hear their view, they could have. But I think I'm going to end it here. So my viewers, as much as possible, try and keep yourself safe. Please do not leave anything to chance. Yes, take all of the necessary precautions because this hurricane, is a very serious hurricane. And we're still hoping for divine intervention. Yes, we are really hoping for that. We really hope at the last moment it will just shift because I heard the Prime Minister earlier, my view was saying, allocating the amount of money that it could cost. We really would not want to see this because when we are just finally getting back on our feet, we wouldn't want to see such a hurricane that's going to set us back. So we're really hoping and praying that this thing will just turn from us. We're really hoping for that to happen because we really can't take another hurricane 1 year after. Yes, because many of us it just a few it was last year July that we experienced Beryl, and even now many of us are trying to pick up back the pieces and to really experience another one again 1 year after. It's a very tough thing, my viewers. So please keep yourself safe, and of course if God's willing and it is possible, my viewers, I will be back again tomorrow evening. Yes. So, as I said before, keep safe and take care of yourself. And I come to dear pastor, may God watch over you. Yes. So until another live stream, my viewers, before I go, please please remember to hit on the love button. Please remember to give this live a thumbs up. Please. So until another one. Good evening. Let's out this up now. Let's turn this thing off. Where do I lock this off from now? Why this thing I beat me so much I even turn this thing off. Miss, you can come to someone, please. Every time I think this is off, this is not going off. I don't know why. What did I do around here? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong here? Right. Check it out. See. Okay, I'm thinking it off yet. And then free. Yeah, this is what I need to get right. To end this proper way. Check and see if the green button is on there. Something. Might get. Off now? Is it off now? You sure? I don't care if you're showing on. It's off it. What was it on TV?